Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Kraemon and today we'll be doing some Guild Wars and also just a guide on how to optimize artifacts properly in a way. Alright, so how is everybody doing? Yo, the real Zane, what's up? And JP Noma. Hello. Thanks for chilling today. And yeah, we are just doing some Necro runs for the moment. And let's see who we actually get in Guild Wars. Oh, I actually haven't collected my rewards here. So, we have a chance to get the shiny box. So 1 out of 21, 2 shiny boxes. We are guaranteed a shiny here. We'll take the middle one. Come on. Give us some good scrolls. Oh, what? 5 fire scrolls. Nice. First time seeing times 5. 5 legendary pieces and 3 mysticals. I'll take that. Definitely a win in my books. Of course, we'll always sell the runes because they don't give good runes here. And yeah, that's about it. Let's move on to the Guild Wars. So we're up against Insula Adventum. Let me know if the music is a little bit too loud. I can lower it down a little bit. Okay. Okay, we'll do the +3s first into the +2s and +1s. So chat, you can pick 1 to 6. Type in the chat. Let me know which one you guys want to hit, and I'll see the numbers that you choose the majority one. Then we'll go into it, and yeah, able to show you guys what I usually use against which kind of counters if they are like meta defenses and stuff like that. So yep, bro, pick 69, nice. Yo, what's up everyone? Sam, Janik, Cheeseburger. So 2-5. Okay. We'll take about a minute. Just type the numbers that you guys want me to choose. While I'll clear my rivals. Need the extra crystals, you know. Rivals, actually, you should actually do it like every single time it's out, because I calculated over a course of 1 month, you do get about close to 600 crystals, I believe. Which is actually nice, you know? So just extra stuff. You don't have to stress yourself playing the, the normal arena. Okay, I'll choose the 1, alright, after this fight. What is your Guild War defense? Okay, I'll be able to show you as well. So yeah, let's just close this. We'll do the rivals later, I guess. And yep, before we begin, I'm just gonna show you guys my defense. So I'm running like the Carcano Praha Fuki. On the other hand, the Thessarian Beta Savannah in terms of runes. And the defense lock is something like this, alright? Not the best, but yeah, Carcano, of course, the Violent Will Carcano. My Praha is the Despair Broken. Obviously, I want a Nemesis here, just that I can't get a good Nemesis slot 6 just yet. So that's the reason why I'm using this one. And yeah, that's we are using the Juicy slot 2 Despair here. Fuki, of course Fuki. I kinda de-rune Fuki a little bit. Not the best runes that I can actually place on it, but yeah. I reduced the speed so that it gets to be in sync with my offense, where I'm running that Galleon Fuki Kaki team, the shield cleave. And on the other hand, Thessarion here. So Thessarion has like plus 21k HP, plus 1001 attack. Pretty decent crit rate. Okay speed. Beta has my best violent. I think this is my best. Might be my best. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I think I can slightly improve the speed 1 or 2, but I'll lose out like quite a lot of HP. So with this set, we still have plus 30k HP and close to 500 defense, which is pretty nice. And yeah, Savannah just on like some random I de-rune Savannah, so yeah, my Savannah is on like a really random set right now. I think it's like speed, HP, attack, somewhere along those lines. Alright, so yeah, that's about it for my defense. You think Destroy is better on Fuki than Nemesis? Personally, I like Destroy because in terms of fighting Fuki defense with the Carcano, if people use their cleave offense already, they eventually need to fall back on their second turn units, alright? So in terms of fighting second turn with, slow with slow defense offense kind of thing, it all depends on the violent procs that the enemy gets. So if let's say I'm on defense, the person brings in like something similar to my lineup, it all boils down to the violent procs, and also when you get to destroy a certain amount of HP, that's where things get very tricky, right? So some people, they also run Carcano on destroy, Carcano Fuki on destroy. Within the first 3 turns, you're already losing like 25% of your health, and it just gets very scary when you're fighting prolonged matches, alright? So, is that Kraymon streaming? Yes, Perry. Hello. I just got back home actually. So yeah, nice runes, thank you very much. Wait, it's okay to not go crit damage on Savannah. My Savannah is actually on a very random build. I wouldn't even suggest you running my build right now. It's just that I kind of prioritize my other rune sets on other units at the moment, because as you can see in current meta, Savannah is tapered out already. We'll be seeing more of Carcano Tyrannus Prahas, those kind of defense, where most of the people, I feel like in general more people have the Tyrannus than the Savannah. So together with the Carcano Tyrannus, then you can place like a Molly, Praha, those kind of sustain units. And it seems like it's working better than the Savannah, because Savannah has been in the meta for so long already. There's so many counters towards it, and that's the reason why I don't really bother about the Savannah anymore. Yep. So, okay, we'll do Darren Ng's defense. So, Sierra, Rao, Elsharion. Very interesting. So, he's running Elsharion as the stripper and buffer for his team, in a way, with a passive. And on the other hand is the Carcano, Savannah, and Jogan. So, first of all, I think it's a no-brainer. We'll just go with these 2 teams. Second one, we just cleave it with our Tiana, Galleon, and Bale. But most importantly, you get the speed tick and speed tuning correct. So, in terms of my speed tuning here, this Galleon is on like really rubbish violent. As you can see, the attack and HP is rather low. I'm just using it because I bang on my Tiana going first into the armor break, and Bill just doing the nuke, and we are done with the fight. For the first one, Jultan of course tanking up the damage coming up from Elsharion, and potentially from Rauk as well, because Rauk will be attacking either the Perna or Jultan. Sierra will always be bombing the Samaf, and Perna gets to kill the Sierra rather easily, right? So yeah, let's just go into this fight. People get used to Savannah. Yes, that's right, because over time, you've been fighting the Savannah defense for so many times already. I'm pretty sure everybody has like very good counters against it. That's the reason why even for our Siege Battle Tournament Season 5, we did not run any Savannahs at all, even though we had like at least 30 of them. Because I think we could easily fit in like 5 towers, so 25 Savannahs, but we opt for the Tyrannus instead. Okay, so this one, like I said, very simple. We just kill off the Sierra. And Jotan, like I said, Jotan tanking up everything. There's no way they actually survive from this one, and we get to save all our units. Okay, for second one, the most important part, of course, when you're fighting the Carcano, Sierra... Carcano, Jogan, Savannah, Carcano, Gianna, Savannah, those type of things. Of course, when you're going into a Jogan, you would want Will on your team. It's just that I believe I'm faster than the Jogan, because if Jogan is on Swift, it's kind of pointless in a way. So most of the time, people will be running Jogan as Violent. So I always just take the slight risk there. And then now we just go for the Winds of Changes into the time to loot. Perfect, we landed all the armor breaks. This one shot everything most likely. Yep, Jogan will die to the dots. Yeah, perfect, and left the Savannah alone. Yeah, we'll be able to press the auto. So yeah, that's how I actually tackle this kind of defenses. Okay, moving on. We have Monicat Brown X Coney. Yeah, we partnered him before in the 2v2 arena, the first time when it came out. I believe his YouTube name is Windy Chia. So Monica Brown Scepter Hello LD Nat 5. Some Korean name here. Kalo. So 7 to 12, guys. Choose one of those numbers right there. And I'll give you guys like a minute or so to do it. And then we'll go into the majority. Oh, this is a pretty nice rune. Okay, we'll keep that. I've seen a fast tanky Swift Savannah build with a lot of attacks in subs and 100% rest in one of the top guilds in Asia. Oh, 100% resistance. Oh, that's interesting. So Swift though. Yeah, I mean, personally, okay, so in terms of Swift, right? If you're running the Carcano Jogan, the Jogan on Swift, you would rather want the Savannah on Swift as well, and in that point in time, you are kind of risking it that your Savannah uses the third skill. So if Savannah doesn't use the Gigantic Roar, it's kind of pointless also, you know? Because you don't have the 22% Violent proc. It's a little bit sketchy there, but I think it can still work. Sometimes you can catch people off guard, definitely, where it follows up right after the Jogan, those kind of thing. Can you later show your solo R5 team by Traxxers? Alright, I'll be able to do that as well. Obviously, it's not the best because I've never really focused like a very good 18 monsters in my R5. I just throw in like 18 units that I feel like they are pretty safe. And so far, we never really lose, but the timing wise, not great. And yeah, ooh, nice. However, if this one was 8%, it'll be really juicy. Okay. So I'm guessing, from what I see, it's only the Korean name, or yeah, we'll do the Korean name then. All right. Yeah, no crit rate or damage. So yeah, everybody is now transitioning the Savannah to more of a support role, trying to sustain herself as much as she can. Like you can see, my one has like close to 20k life and 1005 attack. It's just there for the armor break and just to sustain as much as she can. Tasarion will be doing the damage, alright? So this one, Sierra Clara Kaki on the left. On the right, Tasarion, Praha, and Fuki. Interesting, okay. So, for the first one, we can actually utilize the Fingyans. So you've seen me do this quite a lot as well. So the Fingyan, Valadro, Ariel. Of course, I can remove Ariel for Haegung. Haegung works perfectly fine as well. But also we lack a little bit of, what's that? Healing? But yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's still fine. Wait, it's not this Fingyan. Yeah, I usually run this one because it has more life. Just in case my Haegung dies and Sierra goes crazy onto the Fingyan, we might be able to tank like one bomb. And yeah, we can still come out on top of it. So yeah, we'll run our Fingyan, Valadro, and the Haegung. So my Haegung is just here for some... Just to tank the Sierra basically and cleansing the Clara stuns. For the bottom one, Tasarion, Praha, and Fuki. Okay, a very, very good team, and a way to actually utilize your Water Bison perfectly is also running this Gogo, Lulu, and the Water Bison. We have to pick the correct Lulu, so it's this one. And all you have to do is very tanky Skogul with the 100% resistance Lulu, into your Water Bison. So Water Bison here does not need any skill ups, alright? Like literally 0 skill ups. Just go full tank. HP, HP, HP. Not even grinded. Yeah, I shouldn't show this, if not my guildmates will scold me. Yeah. But yeah, just go triple HP, you're fine. And then yeah, let's just enter this fight. Yeah, you can also run Revenge on the Bison, works perfectly fine as well. Any of those builds will do. You can also run Violent sets, actually not needed, but better to have it as well. Or you can just run the standard like broken sets, shield wheel, revenge, or triple revenge, double revenge wheel. All those works perfectly fine. And yeah, we'll just place more heals, why not? And we go for the kill. Oh, we actually missed the crit, but we got a nice stun. Oh, thankfully no armor break, if not my Pingam might have been dead here. But yeah, I think from here we are safe to say the Sierra will be dead and we'll be able to press the auto. And I'll continue reading the chat. Is 8% the highest percentage in the substats? What do you mean by that, Cheeseburger? 8% highest. Oh, in terms of the rolls? Yes, 8% is the highest. Sorry, I was thinking whether you were talking about the grinds. Yeah, for a moment. Does your guild run any Tianlangs in siege defense? Yes, we actually have a full Tianlang tower, but yeah, a couple of them quit the game already. So now I'm not sure whether we actually have 5. Might be left with 3 only. So this one, we are just gonna work on the destroy onto the Tessarion. Actually, I should just focus onto the Fuki actually. Yeah, because Fuki... Wait, let me just cleanse. Because once we destroy Fuki live, he does less damage. Yep, my bad. We'll focus the Fuki here. But nothing detrimental anyways. Yeah, he can get all the procs he wants. He's not doing so much damage yet. Oh, it's getting to hurt. Let's provoke. Miss. But yeah, I'm liking that destroy right there. So we took out quite a lot of life already from that Fuki itself. And then once we throw the rock, next turn my Skogo moves. If he actually survives. Oh, nice. This unit is dead. Then now we continue destroying the Tessarion. We cleanse our Skogo. And we should be good to go from here. Yeah, everything dies. Like I said, as long as you know like the counters and the mechanics between all the monsters and the synergy between them, it's actually quite easy to go into fights, right? So now, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Actually, wait, I'll be a good guildmate. We'll do the +0s with the full life so that we can get the win easily. So I'm just seeing whether there's any interesting defenses here. I'm guessing the interesting one will be this Japanese dude with a Japanese name here. He's running the Carcano Iris Triana. On the other hand, Tianlang Perna Ritash. Okay. Carcano Iris Triana. I kinda de-runed my units to fight this lineup already. However, what can we do? I feel like playing something fun here. We go with the double Grim Reapers with Triana, so we can get the cleanse off. We kinda need to survive the first or second turn in case the Triana uses the cleanse on the second skill. Might work. Green Reaper will be tanking out the Iris. Okay, we'll just try it out, alright? For the bottom one, definitely we need some immunity on our side because there's like some good strips coming out from Tianlang into the armor break by Ritash and a big nuke coming out from Perna. So bringing a bringing an Etna here isn't the best choice, but I feel like playing Etna because recently we kind of ruined it up. So I'm actually liking the stats on it. However, I wish the Etna had like additional plus 20 speed would be nice. I could do it, but I lose out like 10% crit rate, which I don't really want. And maybe a Masha as well into a Praha. So we got good resistance, lead, armor breaks, and big nukes. Yeah, we'll take the risk in this fight. We might actually lose both, but it's fine. Sorry. Okay, so goes for the strip, gets the stun and silence onto my Grim Reaper. Oh, nice additional proc. So we'll be able to cleanse that. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to my skills, honestly. Oh, oh my god. Are you serious, bro? Oh no. Oh, this ain't good. Yeah, we lost. Okay, never mind. This team don't work. Yeah, I mean, another good counter against that one is basically the Garo, Vertihall, and Rauk. But I don't have it rune up already. So yeah, that's the only issue that I have. Let's just go for the strips. No stuns. Yeah, we'll focus down the retash actually. Let's just go for the capture. Nice stun. Ooh. Everything. 2 turns, 3 turns, 2 turns. How do you play? Nice. Great. We lost. Praha is dead. Etna is dead. And yeah, how are we gonna kill this lineup? Oh, the Perna quite tanky as well. There's no way to win this. Shit, I feel like alternate F4 so that my guildmates don't see this. But never mind. I'll let them win the. I'll give them the liberty to actually win the guild battle. So yep, it's fine. We'll just quit. Yeah, that team not good. Yeah, whenever I try something new, always backfires for some reason. Sad. Alright, and yeah. Now, okay, important part of the video, which is how to optimize your artifacts. I think this one, a lot of people might have issues with it. Even for me, honestly, like until now, I still don't have the best artifacts on most of my units. Tomorrow's article. Cremon has been kicked from GOAT due to lost battle. Nah. We're always fine with that. Whenever people lose, we'll laugh at each other. But so far, nobody said anything yet, which is nice. I'll just act like nothing happened right there. And yeah, let me just read the chat a little bit. I remember, okay, Perry said, bro, would you be able to do a birthday summon for me in October? Yes, Perry, you got my socials, right? So yeah, just message me when you're ready for me to summon, and I can make one for you. Alright? And yeah, artifacts. Let's go. So I'm just gonna talk in general, like for instance, we'll just pick Etna, alright? So first things first, what you really want on Etna is the additional damage artifacts, alright? Because Etna has multi-attacks. 5 hits on the third skill, 2 hits on the shatter. As much additional damage that you can get. And also for the left side, which is the elementals, of course this is the wind artifact, you would want very good damage received from fire. So you can see here 20% so that we can actually tank up some damage from big nukes. Things like Kaki, Perna, Masha even, Thessarion. Yep. So you can see earlier when the Perna hit my Etna, when it wasn't on armor break, only did 7.9k on the Flame Nova, and you have to take note that Flame Nova deals more damage when the life is higher. Right? So the more HP the target enemy currently has, the larger the damage becomes. So just 7.9k. My Etna has like close to 40k with the towers and stuff like that. You can see like Etna a little bit of damage only. But of course, if your armor broken at the end of the day, you still get wrecked. Defense wise, mine is a little bit low. I'm still trying to change this rune here. Try to get like probably 10% crit rate with 3 grindables. Still a lot of room of improvements. Obviously, this one in the future, I want to change it as well because there's no defense and the speed is also rather low. This one, no defense as well. So personally, I feel like maybe in the future, if I get a rune with these 3 substats, accuracy in the innate and grindable defense, I think my Etna should have around 400, 500. Then it's good to go from there. So big damage, like sustainable tanky damage dealers, you need some defense as well. And yeah, in terms of artifacts, usually I always prioritize the left side damage reduction. So you can see I go for fire and wind. So it's mainly because whenever I'm fighting meta defenses, it's always Carcano Savannah, Carcano Fuki, Carcano Tyrannus. Okay, so you have to take note that you want to cover those 2 elementals for most of your fights. And on the right side, of course, having like accuracy plus 16% works very well with Etna. And yeah, like I said, just try to focus on the damage reduction on the left. If you can, focus on the skill tree accuracy and try to get like triple additional damage substats. So this one, definitely room for improvements on my artifacts. Like I said, my artifacts isn't the best, but we still have actually a lot to upgrade here. And yeah, we'll just go, for instance, we'll just pick all this random random purples to upgrade, right? So usually for purples, when I see there's 2 or more substats that I can go for, I usually just go for +6. But yeah, this one we are pretty unfortunate. I already went into the defense plus proportional. Usually I don't even keep this rune. Yeah, this artifact, we'll just sell it and then we'll move on to the next, alright? So, this artifact, I guess the only usable one is the life drain. So if it doesn't go into life drain, we'll just sell it. Yeah, because this one, yep, we can sell it. So you have to always see like the lines of the artifacts. This one already not that great, but there's the crit damage up to 5%, so we can just go for the +3 here. For attack artifacts, you want attack flat stats as well, or HP also pretty nice. And we actually got 4% here. So 4 to 6%, we got the lowest roll, which isn't that great. Because now, essentially, this is close to a... Yeah, let's just do the +6. If this one goes for another 4, it's basically like a magic rune, which we will sell. So you also have to take note of the rolls that you get. Similar like runes. So we got 5, which is middle. Still nice, still nice. We can go for one more. If we can get 20%, I think it's gonna be good. Okay, good question by Simeon. How do you know which additional damage is most efficient for a unit? Okay, you have to see your base stats. Alright, so of course things like for additional damage, okay? So additional damage, one thing great that you can work on it efficiently is of course multi-hits. So we'll just take a look at oracles, alright? For instance, Praha. So Praha has very high defense and pretty decent HP as well. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I think the attack is actually really low. Let me just compare with the other net 5s. So yeah, Water Bison has like 12k. So 11k not the best, but defense wise we are really high. So Praha, obviously when you're going for the additional damage, try to go for like speed, defense and HP, because attack is the lowest. Of course, if you can get all 4 rolls in your artifacts, all 4 additional damage, then the better, right? Because at the end of the day, you won't be putting Praha on attack percent as well. So you can see my Praha is only plus 278. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys like if I change my Praha set, right? So we do see like a 38% of speed, 0.7% of HP, 8% defense. So this is actually a legend one, but kind of became hero because we only got 0.7. If it was 0.9 and 12%, then that was the max rolls of it. So pretty unfortunate, but yeah, we'll just keep it. This one on the left, we got additional damage by 14% of the attack, additional damage by 0.4% of HP. Not the best, but yeah, I'm just gonna show you like the damage that I can actually do on the Praha. So, what a good way to test out is... Okay, we'll just fight our arena defense, I guess. So we'll take the Praha and an armor breaker. So we'll just test out like without armor break how much it actually does, and with the armor break how much it does after that. So going for Galleon here. My Galleon not speed tune. What other armor breakers is good? Which is faster than my unit. I can't think of any. Okay, maybe we just change the rune sets. Yeah, we'll just throw this on Triton for a moment. And where is my Tiana? Yeah, we'll just put Tiana runes first. No, not on Praha. Oh yeah, Lauren is a very good choice to change. Okay, we'll do Lauren. But I need to remove the Lauren's runes because I'm using this Lauren for the double rocks and the Molly. So we just throw this violence sets here. We move over to the Galleon. Okay, boom. So let me just show you without the artifacts and with it. So we just remove this two. At the end of the day, it's just HP percent. We are not adding the attack anyways. And yeah, we will be able to do a comparison of the damage, right? So yeah, Praha. Where's the Lauren? Yeah, we'll just go resistance leader anyways. Hey, I have the same AD as Cray. Yeah, like I said, I don't do my normal arena. So yeah, we're just gonna do ×1. So 1.4k only. 1434 for 3 hits, which isn't the best, right? So as you can see, with additional damage in play. Damn, I have to find that artifacts again. Give me a moment. I remember it was both HP, right? So yep, we'll just go sub property. This one. So take note, just now 1.4k damage only. And then now we'll be able to go in again. What's your favorite unit, Cray? But not LMD? I would say favorite Nat 5 has got to be Savannah. I was really happy when I actually got that unit. So yeah, now we'll be able to see the difference that the Praha makes. So 2.3k, additional 1k per hit, which is essentially 3000 damage more. And I think it's good, you know, because at the end of the day, we are not basically increasing any of our attacks, it's just like the additional damage coming off from artifacts. Our Praha is also so much tankier. We got 3k more HP there. And yeah, 2.4k damage without any attack. Like, literally close to 0. Plus 278, plus 278 only because obviously we have one flat here which is already 160. And does 3k more damage. I think it's fair enough. We'll definitely take that win. And yeah, over time, especially if you run Praha on Violent and stuff like that, she does so much more. Things like basically multi-hitters only benefits from the additional damage, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna show you the artifacts again. This one, I would actually prefer to have additional damage by HP, defense, and speed. But yeah, like I said, I need to spread out my artifacts among a lot of my other monsters. So this is what she can have it at the moment. Hopefully in the near future we'll get some upgrades, alright? Great, show your Carcanos. Yep. I'm very transparent with my runes. I only don't show it during when it comes to tournaments and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, I don't really mind like just showing you guys everything. So yeah, first Carcano is like this. And the second one is like this. So I just go for more HP and stuff like that. This one, the lower speed one, is basically synergizing together with my Tyrannus team. For the first one is for my Savannah team. Yeah. Great, when Gianna, when the game finally decides to give me one. Not looking forward to any of it yet. To getting any LDNet 5s yet. And yeah. So how I actually do my artifacts here is I just go to the manage and then I go to obtain. And a very good way to like find out what you want to keep and stuff like that. Of course, this one is a very bad rune. That's the reason why I'm not using it, so we'll just sell it. This one is basically a rare rune which we'll sell as well. All this was basically back when it first came out. So I'm just gonna sell most of the useless ones away. This one, I don't even know what's this. Just sell. This one probably keepable because there's like 2 rolls into the... No, this is actually a rare. Yep, we'll sell it. Yeah, this is just bad. Yeah, bad as well. And yeah, so how I actually optimize my... like, how I actually clean my artifact storage is like this, right? So, I just go to the... let's say I start off from here. I see this rune. So, it's a HP artifact with defense flat, 1 crit damage, attack bar when revive. So already, as you can see here, 2 very pointless substats which not many units can use. Usually I just skip it. Skill 1 crit damage on a HP artifact with defense flat. Yeah, usually I just sell it. And what I also do when I'm farming my artifacts is I just keep farming artifacts until I reach 400. As you can see, we are at 368. And then I just do like one shot clearance. Like spend like one day of the week just to clear the artifacts. And yeah, this one attack artifact with HP, which is already quite nice. Skill 1 accuracy can be good because there might be units that gets like stuns or armor break on the first skill. Additional damage by 4%. Maybe can place it on a multi-hitter. And also crit damage up to 5% here, which can be good for some nukers. So it all depends on the rolls actually. So this one, 3 pretty okay substats. We can go to +6 or +9. Right? So we got 6% crit damage plus. From what I think here, attack HP. You should be able to find a unit. So 15%. Yeah, usually when I get all this, I just keep it first. And when I feel like it's keepable, or I'm not sure whether I want to actually keep it, but I don't want to sell it just yet, I just lock the runes, alright? So I do this for everything. It's very similar to my runes, alright? So in terms of my runes, same thing. I just go to all. I just clear everything here. We go to obtain. So as you can see here, when I want to sell my runes, right? All these runes are already locked. Okay, I'm just gonna show you another example. Where I remove the view equip runes. So we have 400 runes here. And all these runes that are in my storage, I feel like they are keepable. I lock them up. So I won't make the mistake of selling it away. And then, like in terms of all this, yeah, we can sell. That's the reason why I don't lock this kind of max rune. These runes are all like maybe 5 years ago. Those kind of thing. And then we'll go on to the more recent ones, which is somewhere along the lines of this area here, where we'll be keeping this kind of runes here. So when I go for the mass selling, I do not sell what I actually want to keep and what I potentially want to keep as well. So same thing here. We stop off at this violent +9, and then we just go to the next rune on the left, and then we just keep on working all the way up to here. Of course, I'm just gonna sell all these blue ones away as well. Probably I DC it while farming. And yeah, very good ensemble here. I'm just gonna show you first, alright? So this one, we just go +3. If it goes into flat, I'll just straight away sell it. So yeah, we don't really need to care about this rune anymore. We go to the next. So we don't waste time, like, after upping the rune, then we click one by one to sell. Just leave it. Okay, then you go to the next rune, you plus this one. This one, from what I can see, already only one substat is nice, which is the speed. So, we still potentially can get 22 speed here. If it doesn't go into speed at the +6, we'll sell it. Okay, this is a sellable rune. We go next. Just keep doing this for your runes and artifacts. Whatever you want to keep, make sure to lock it. And then just move on to the next. Right? That's what I usually do. And yeah, this one, like I said, we can go +6 because it's a legend. We still have a chance to get another 22 speed rune here. Of course not. And then move on to the next, so on and so forth. So like when I'm done with when I'm done with upping all the runes or artifacts and stuff like that, what I want to keep, like for instance, I feel like keeping this one, so I lock it. This one is a keepable rune as well, because 4 grindables, pretty nice attack as well. And this is an ancient legend, by the way, so this attack can go up to 39%, speed 17, 20% defense, somewhere along those lines. Yeah, minimum 20% if I can get like a better enchant gem here. So this one is definitely keepable. And the HP, there's a lot of improvements as well. So yeah, we lock it. Moving on here, this one is a sellable rune. Don't really need this one, so that's the reason why we didn't lock it. And yeah, when you're done with doing all these upgradings, whatever you feel like, whatever that you didn't lock, you just sell. So you just click on this tree like we've done earlier, upgrading, and we just press the sell selected, and then yeah, you're done with your runes and artifacts cleaning. Alright, so like I said, same thing works for artifacts. And we just basically go down to the last. So these are the few that I feel like can be potential for my units, because there's so many units in your monster box. You cannot pinpoint like, oh, I already know what kind of artifacts this unit needs. So usually what I do is I just one shot do the upgrading, the power up, and then what I feel like I'm able to use on, because I can't think right off the bat what units I need for the artifacts, because it's gonna be very confusing. So you just leave it in your inventory. What you feel like the rolls are nice, wanting high rolls and good substats, just lock the artifacts itself, and then move on to the next, so on and so forth. Right? So for instance, we'll just start off over here next to this lock rune. We can see this one. Light artifact defense. Usually I don't really keep light and dark because I don't have those kind of units. LD scrolls, no lightning forever. So yeah, this one is already kind of pointless, but damage dealt on dark 3%. It can be a very good offense like damage dealer unit. So maybe if we can get like a triple damage dealt on dark, very niche artifact, but yeah, we got high roll here. Like I said, it can be usable, but you can't think right off the bat on your mind right now. So if you feel like it's keepable, just lock it, and then you move on to the next. Move on to the next, those kind of thing, right? So that's how I actually, this method is actually adopted from my guild member YS. So he taught us a lot on how to actually utilize, how to actually optimize your artifacts and runes effectively, so that you don't lose out so much time as well. Because if let's say you're doing it one by one, you up this rune, for instance I go +9, and then I keep trying to think, oh, what unit can use, right? So I'll be wasting so much time just trying to figure out, I don't know what kind of units can use this artifact, and then you're like stuck at this page here just looking at the substats, trying to think what monsters you actually have that you can get some upgrades on. And yeah, you'll be wasting a lot of time, firstly, and then it's just not efficient, because if you do not lock the runes, make sure to always lock it. That's the most important part, so that when you go for the mass selling, you know what you actually want to keep and what you want to sell. And yeah, like I said, this one, we already got one into the life drain. I don't think it's even keepable. Yeah, we'll just sell it. But of course, just gonna give another example. This one, light defense. We got one on the damage dealt on water and on the speed. So if you can get one more on the speed, I think it's actually keepable. Yeah. And then in the future, when I'm actually doing like taking a look at all my units, then I'll see, oh, okay, maybe this unit can use those kind of artifacts. And then I'll look into my inventory and see what artifacts I have installed for him, which are ready. So this one, we got a very low rolls here. I think it's a 334, which we will sell. Alright, then we just move on to the next. So this one, water artifact, HP flat with damage received from water and fire. Actually, the fire not good. So we want triple damage received from water. If this one was a win, I think it's gonna be so nice. So if you can get triple rolls on the damage received, crap. Never mind. I think still double roll into this one can be keepable. Maybe for your tier 2, tier 3 units, which you don't really use. Maybe for your world boss kind of thing. And yeah, actually world boss not really useful as well. Yeah. So this one, already the looks of things here, not that great. Because damage received from fire, most of the time, water units isn't gonna get hit hard by fire units anyways, unless it's like Kaki. So maybe it's keepable. We'll just leave it there. right? We leave it there and lock it, and then moving on. So you just do this for all your artifacts. Like I said, when I'm farming my artifacts, I just sell all the blues, whatever purples, I don't even look at it. I just keep it. And then later on when I'm doing like the upgrades right now, only then I'll be looking at the substats and stuff like that. Because if you're gonna go into detail, like when you're farming in the repeat battle, right? So for instance, I farm like 10 artifacts here already, and then you just keep on looking one by one. Then you don't really know whether you can actually use it or not. Those kind of thing. You're wasting so much time at this interface, and it's just not efficient. So just sell the blues, keep the purples, because purples are actually easy to get with the B10s. And yeah, same thing goes for your Kairos dungeons for the giants, dragons, and necros. Just keep all the purples when you want to do the mass cleansing. Then only you just look at it, right? So yeah, that's actually how I actually do my optimization for the runes. And for instance, you also need a very good general mindset, like what artifacts you need for each individual. So of course, for support units, you would want damage received from wind. Basically just from wind, because they are just there to tank up the wind damage dealers on the opponent's side. Things like Fuki, Tyrannis, Savannas that you'll be meeting quite often in Siege or Guild Wars. In terms of RTA as well, RTA, it all depends on your monsters really. So things like more, of course, for RTA you want additional damage by HP, speed, defense, attack, all those kind of good stuff. So you can see here, additional damage by 108% of the speed, 3% of the HP, not that great. This is like close to... This is just like a rare plus actually, because additional damage, if let's say it's a rare, is 80%. Hey no. Oh, this is actually worse than that. So yeah, so yeah, we have to always improve our artifacts. Like I said, I feel like I need to spread out my artifacts over the course of more than 60-70 monsters. That's the reason why to have the best one on your main units is actually really hard, where you have to really split up everything. So this one, additional damage, HP, and speed again. So more, of course, doing more damage. Things like Thessarion, obviously. For Thessarion, first thing to look at, skill 1 crit damage, skill 2 accuracy. Alright? For the left side, you will want damage received from fire, damage received from water. So you can see here, damage received from fire, damage received from water. Of course, the rolls here isn't really that great, but we have to work with what we got. In the future, when you're doing your artifact clearing, your storage, then only then you see whether you got any improvements on the recent artifacts that you get compared to what you have on your monsters itself. So like I said, skill 1 crit damage, skill 2 accuracy here, 20%, skill 2 crit damage as well. So these 3 lines are already very nice for the Thessarion. And yeah, I can't really change the last one, so we just leave it as that. The additional damage by 2% of attack. So yeah, this is how you actually do the artifacts, on how to optimize properly. So like I said, when you do all the upgrading already, so in terms of, let's say I got 400, maybe I sell like 300, got left with 100 in the storage, and then I look at each individual monsters that I feel like might have potential of the upgrades of the existing runes, existing artifacts, right? So let's just move on to maybe a Kaki? Yeah, Kaki maybe. Yeah, let's just go. So yeah, this one, of course, if let's say I got because in my mind, usually when I use Kaki, I want damage dealt on fire and wind. Because I use this offense against the Carcano and Taranis, or Carcano Fuki with the Galleon Cleave. And then, of course, this isn't the best right now. It's just like one roll with some random additional damage here. So, obviously, I will want an upgrade for this artifact. So, in the near future, once I do the power-ups of the artifacts itself, and then I only see whether I got improvements on that. So you want to see Fuki, right? So Fuki, damage received. Fuki, very important. You want high damage received from wind and fire, because this is what people will be always countering with. Things like bulldozer or copper. Of course, this is just one roll each. Like I said, I kind of de-rune my Fuki a little bit, like in terms of the artifact as well. I can probably use like the Etna one on this, but yeah, I have my Etna on defense as well, so I can't really do that. So in the near future, if let's say I get upgrades on it, then yeah, that's definitely one of my first units that I'm looking at to change. And then on the right side, actually, additional damage doesn't really help too much. Best is you get like some skill 1 accuracy and skill 1 recovery or life drain, so that your Fuki can sustain with the normal attack, right? Very important. What dungeon are you prioritizing in farming now by Perry? I'm actually prioritizing PC, SF, and also the Necros. So I'm just doing this tree for the moment. Can you show your Dongbig runes? Dongbig runes is on this rune set. So like I said, Dongbig don't really need good runes. First of all, you just need plus 105 speed and above. Okay? For the speed take, if I'm not mistaken, it's 105, so 106 above will be sufficient, so that your opponent don't lap you twice. And then you will want to look at the amount of HP you can get with the defense, speed, and yeah, just high resistance and a little bit of accuracy as well, so you actually land your attack debuff, which is very important for Dongbig actually. So high resistance and a little bit of accuracy, good HP, and above 106 speed. Yeah, that's about it. And then it's best that you can skill up your Dongbig to max, but if you can't, then you can just leave it as that. But of course, I got 2 more Dombigs. It's just that I just switched the runes up recently. So my other 2 Dombigs is here. So this one is almost close to skill up. The second one, no skill ups as well as the third. So what I usually do for all these offense dupes that I actually have, I just shift the runes over so I don't have to actually make another set. And yeah, it's just not efficient, right? Or in other words, don't have the runes for it. And yeah, what about Fuki? Yeah, we already talked about that. Show your energy spent so far through the guild event. Yeah, I'm actually one of the lowest. But yeah, I can actually show you guys like how hardcore we actually farm. Not me, but the rest. I've been slacking for the past few months, so I'm only close to 40k. Zara, look at that. 200k already. Boom. Sick. However, I'm not the last, so yeah. I'll take that. How to rune Juno? Okay, so now Juno is very interesting, right? Juno don't need crit damage. I actually need to change Juno here, so I'll just show you guys. Oh wait, I actually changed my Juno already. So this is my Juno, my Juno build in RTA, alright? Where I'm running as much HP as I can get, which is... Honestly, I should change it to this one. the one with the Rika. But we lose out like 13% crit rate, so I don't really want to do that just yet. Okay, we'll just leave it as that. So we got pretty decent crit rate. You don't need crit damage on Juno, because if you're running crit damage on Juno, you're losing out so much HP and potential attack as well. And like I said, Oracles, they work best with additional damage. So even if you're running crit damage, you don't have additional damage plays, it doesn't do that much. Alright? So with these stats, we got plus 1k as well. Artifacts wise, we go for additional damage by 134% here. It's better that I can get like 2, if only the other 2 were additional damage by attack and HP, this would have been a very good artifact. And then on the right side, like I said, just focus the same thing: speed, HP, defense. Whatever additional damage you can get on your artifacts, just place them on the Juno, because Juno is just there to try to sustain as much as she can and dish out as much damage as she can as well. So these are the stats. It's better to have it like 85% crit rate if you can actually achieve it. Like I said, my runes are still all over the place. I don't really, like I said, I don't really play RTA, so all these rune sets are back like 6 months ago. I haven't changed anything yet. Maybe in the near future I need to do like a real cleansing on my RTA monsters. So yeah, 200k is insane. Yes, that's right. Hardcore farmers, man. That's how they are the top in the game. And you see me in Fighter 3. Yeah. We are only at like what, 59,000. I give up RTA this season, I guess. There's no way to actually climb up to Conquer 1 within the next couple of weeks, I guess. Is crit rate better than crit damage now in siege defense? Yeah, like I said, if you're running, okay, for Carcano, right? What kind of monsters do you think are you talking about for crit rate better than crit damage? It depends on the monsters, right? So Praha, of course, Praha is just there to support, similar like Sierra as well. So all of them, they just want like very high crit rate so that they get the additional attack bar boost coming out from the first skill. And your damage output is basically coming out from the artifacts for the oracles. If you're talking about Carcano, you can go different builds. Basically, the reason why I have my second Carcano on a crit rate build is just that I cannot get the efficiency of my other runes is not the best, and I'll be losing out so much stats. So, like you can see here, my first Carcano, right? We are able to maintain the attack and HP. So HP wise, we are very tanky. Defense wise, we are also pretty tanky as well, with good damage received from water. Of course, this is just like a slightly more than a double roll ish on it, or maybe it's just a double roll here. So if we can get like a 20% to 24% damage received from water, it's gonna be so good. And yeah, we have okay crit rate and decent speed as well. Like I said, this Carcano is to synergize with my Taranis. So in terms of my Taranis here, there we go. So Taranis here, mine is plus 146 speed, 73% crit rate. Of course not the best, but I try to balance out at least 70 to 75% so that we crit more than not. And yeah, HP a little bit low, we are gonna work on that. But yeah, like I said, damage received from fire and the wind. On the right side, we go for skill 2 crit damage because it's the damage dealer to follow up after the Carcano, right? So it all depends on your synergy wise and how efficient are your runes. So this is one of my best efficient set, I would say, on the Carcano. Of course, the skill, my slot 2, I can actually change it up with the Taranis. So my Taranis is having this crit rate 26%, quad roll here with 3 grindables. So The attack is actually really low. If we can get like a legend gem and a legend grind, this will be potentially 23% attack. Very, very good rune. It's just that I don't have duplicates of this rune. So yeah, we have to work with whatever we got. So we kinda like slightly lowered the Carcano stats a little bit. And yeah, as long as you can try to maintain the stats of it. So this one is a legend rune as well. Basically almost everything is like legends and stuff like that. The violent crit damage, crit rate, 22, 22, 23, 20. Yeah, basically whatever runes that you have with 3 grindable stats, just keep it, of course, because it's gonna be so good. This one also a legend as well-ish, I think. Yeah, because of the speed there. Yeah, my other Carcano is on a crit rate build because I cannot get another set. I can, but I will be taking the runes from somebody else, right? So maybe from my Etna, maybe from my Savannah, because my Savannah back then was on a crit damage build. Now the runes are back in the inventory somewhere. Like I said, we just finished the Siege Battle Tournament, so all my runes are really scattered all around the place at the moment. I just haven't had the time to focus like putting back all the runes in play. So, like I said, I can get another similar stats as this. It's just that I need that rune set maybe for another person. At the moment, I can't de-rune that unit. So, in the meantime, this will be my second build, which is a crit rate build. But we do not lose out so much stats compared to the crit damage one, where we can still maintain the HP. Actually, the HP, this one is so much higher. Defense as well. This one is a very tanky Carcano with pretty decent attack as well, close to 900 with okay speed. Like I said, this one is together with the Fuki, and then crit rate as high as you can because you're running crit rate slot 4, and as much crit damage as you can get. So for crit rate build Carcanos, what you want on your artifacts, on the left side, same thing, damage reduction from water. On the right side, the same. On the right side will be different. Actually, the same as well. Just skill 1, skill 2 crit damage, right? So I'm just gonna show you. We have skill 1. Oh wait, just skill 1 crit damage. For Carcanos. Because second skill is the hidden aim. So you can see here, my Carcano is the attack artifact, attack plus 100, skill 1 crit damage 23%. Alright, crit damage plus up to 7% as the enemy's HP condition is good. Also very nice for the Carcano. Alright, because Carcano usually they want to one-shot something right off the bat once they land the armor break. And then same thing goes for your, if you have another Carcano as well. This one, skill 1 crit damage 24%. And it's best that you get a skill 3 accuracy as well, so that you actually land your armor break. Alright? So yeah, pretty simple stuff. Like I said, back then I run this Carcano together with Savannah. So Savannah is my armor breaker, not the Carcano. However, now I recently changed to the Taranis. So yeah, might need to change up the accuracy a little bit. But yet again, when you're playing in when you're playing these units on defense, right? Personally, I feel like accuracy resistance check doesn't really matter, right? So even with 0% accuracy, if your opponent that goes into your defense, he's unlucky AF, you still get armor broken into one shot. So I don't really care what happens on the defense. Yeah. Because I've noticed a lot of players, they always try to balance out their accuracy, resistance, whatnot. End up, they still get armor broken into a kill. And then they check the opponent, only had like what, less than 10% accuracy. It happens. Really. That's the reason why I really don't care about accuracy resistance check in game. You can see my RTA. Honestly, I don't give any bother about it. Like Chongpong, 30% accuracy, whatever, just go with it. And of course, we do have like 16% accuracy here. But yeah, like I said, if the game wants you to win, you win. If the game wants you to lose, you're still not gonna land your stuff, right? You might have 100% accuracy, but sometimes, like when you're going for those Galen, Tiana, Bill, Cleave, right? Like sometimes my guildmates, they have 100% accuracy on the Galleon, Winds of Changes into time to loot, no armor break. You lose up to the 15% at the end of the day, so it's fine. I'll take the risk without losing my stats. I rather focus on the HP, attack, crit rate, crit damage, all those kind of stuff, and then we just get lucky a little bit on landing the debuffs and stuff like that. If RNG is on your side, you win. If not, you lose. Very simple, this game. Don't really need to complicate things with the resistance accuracy check, alright? Of course, having more accuracy means that you do not get RNG so often. But yeah, bad things can also happen, even if you have everything in the right mindset, right? Like you see in my Siege videos, right? My Lulu has 100% accuracy, 100% resistance, but sometimes we still get armor broken so easily. Like Sierra landing bombs like it's free. And I'm pretty sure your opponent doesn't have 100% accuracy on the Sierra. So yeah, you have to think about that mindset. Just don't try to focus so much onto the resistance accuracy check. Focus on the stats, right? Because at the end of the day, you might have 100% accuracy, but if you only have like what 10k HP and stuff like that, you're still gonna get one shot. So you do not want that to happen. The more they sustain in battle with violent runes, the more things they can actually do. So yep, that's my motto. Yeah, what Potato Killua said is true. Accuracy just makes you get cut by the 15% instead of getting cut by higher than 15%. At the end of the day, maybe 30-40% chance. Not that much of a difference, honestly. Can you show your Juno crate? I don't have Juno runed up in my normal island, but I do have it runed up in the RT. So I'll just show you my Juno here. It's just on a crit rate, speed, HP build, I believe. Oh, speed, HP, attack. But we do have 23k HP here with some decent attack. Yep, this is my Juno build. Obviously not the best because this was 6 months ago. I've not changed up anything. And yeah, I remember somebody wanted to ask about the R5 solo team, yeah? Okay, we'll stop this run. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it on how I actually optimize my runes, artifacts. So runes and artifacts, you can put the same mindset. Firstly, just farm. Like for runes, you got 700 storage, right? So you just farm until 700. When it's full, then you go for the mass cleanse, where you feel like that rune might have potential for an upgrade. You lock it. Then you go to the next. Whatever you want to sell, you just leave it. And once you're done with all the power-ups, you just one-shot sell whatever which is not locked. Okay? Same thing goes for the artifacts. And then after that, you can just slowly check. Once you're done with all the artifacts, right? When you're done doing all the power-ups and whatever that you plan to keep, then you look at your monster box. Okay, you go one by one. You take out the monsters that you feel that you use very often. Maybe in your Guild Wars, Siege. And yeah, basically Guild Wars and Siege. Then you look at them one by one. Okay, so for Lulu, for instance. Lulu, very simple because it's a support unit. What comes to your mind as a support unit? You need damage received from wind on the left hand side. Of course, this one is just a random one. my main one is here. Okay. So left side, you want damage received from wind, which is basically it, right? Maybe can get water as well. And then on the right side, you want skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 recovery, because Lulu has 3 heals. So like for me, I still need to change my artifacts on the right. Okay. Then you go to Annabelle. Annabelle, also same thing. Annabelle there for some support heals and also landing the armor breaks. So on the left, also damage received from water wind. Right side, you go for skill 3 accuracy, skill 2 recovery. Then you move on to the next. So on so forth. Just yeah, it's a lot simpler when you just put it over here. So like for example, you want like the Annabelles, like what I said, damage received from water, damage. Obviously you want to prioritize wind first, so we press the wind, then we go for the water, right? And then you see what you actually have like installed, whatever artifacts that you kept. Then you just look at it one by one. Whatever can be upgraded, then you swap. If it cannot, then you move on to the next. Then you go for type artifact, skill 3 accuracy, and then you prioritize skill 2 recovery as well. Then you see, oh, we only got 1. And then if let's say this one is already a +9, then it can be a very good upgrade towards the animal. Then you just shift it over. Then you move on to the next monster. Just keep on continuing like this until your artifacts are kinda used up in the inventory already. Then you just continue farming again. Just rinse and repeat the process. Yeah, the tip with locking is really good, so that you do not waste time, right? So yeah, like I said, we just sell the blue ones, then we go next. And yeah, somebody wanted to see my R5 monsters. So on the left side, I'm going for this Xiongfei Bella, the Xiaolin Hua Anubis. I forgot his name. Yeah, Amana, no artifacts as well, because I've never bothered about this unit for a really long time, at least 4 or 5 years. Annabelle. And then for the middle one, I go for the twins, Jamir. Honestly, I don't even know why Jamir is here. The Bastet, Praha, and Bill. And on the right side, we have Lulu. Okay, this is the Lulu runes. Because whenever I shift the Lulu, I have to shift the Lulu here as well, in terms of the rune sets. And then we just play Faye for fun, Kaki, Kasarian, Rogue for damage, and a friend. Yeah, that's about it. And then we just go. Average timing 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds, which is okay. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's fine. In my books, I get to just chill and farm. So basically still BJ5 only. What I do now is Necros, Steel Fortress, and Punisher's Crypt, because I really need to improve on my artifacts. It's still not the best. A lot of room of improvements for me to go for. Alright? And then I still need a very good Lucian Rage set, in a way. Because I don't farm Necros before this. Like you know, my account I only have like decent violent runes. I don't farm giants, I don't farm Necros back then. It's just like full on dragons, because I thought violent runes #1. Until I figure out like, I might need a very good Swift set and a Rage rune, Rage set as well. And yeah, I've been struggling to actually get those for the longest time already. So yeah, I really do hope that you learned something from this video. I think a lot of people don't really utilize the lock system in this game. So this is one way to do it. Very good way to actually manage your inventory in terms of artifacts and runes. Apart from that, yeah, I think we basically covered like everything I wanted to say here. Can I see the solo BJ team again? Okay. I'll stop this run. And we'll be ending the video really soon because it's dinner time already. 7:20 p.m. in my in where I'm at. I love the Despair and Swift on GB12, but the mana from it is so crap. MD12 is crazy good if short on mana, always like me. Yes, from Potato, that is true. Because the runes that you get from Giants, the mana return isn't the best, yeah? Jezu, do you do rune optimization? I've actually recently started to learn on that. So, hopefully in the near future I can actually teach you guys how to actually utilize that one. Until now I'm still quite confused. So I'm still learning on how to use the optimizer. And hopefully once I get like more knowledge on it, I'll be able to share with you guys, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the BJR5 once again that I'm running. Like I said, the timing is not good, so we'll just start one match. Roughly around 1 minute 30 seconds. But yet again, I always just chill and farm. It's not like I'm rushing for anything. The more I rush, the more crystals I burn, and I don't get anything in return anyway. So yeah, just chill. Chill and farm. Carcano should be nerfed? Well, it all depends. I feel like it's still quite easy to deal with Carcano. It's not easy to deal with Molly though. Yeah, I mean personally, for my account, I'm having a lot of issues like tackling the Carcano, Molly, Savannah defense. I think that one is quite solid. Always lose 1 or 2 times, even 3 times sometimes. I just don't know, man. I always get tilted on that fight. But yeah, basically apart from that, I do have quite a lot of counters like made up for almost everything that the opponent has installed for us. It all boils down to RNG as well in terms of the violent procs. Yeah. Yes, I learned many in this live stream. Thank you, Crate. Hey, you're welcome, Dicky, Charleston. Really appreciate that you guys came and chill out for today. And hopefully this helps you out in optimizing your runes efficiently. Also your artifacts, because artifacts, like I said, it's very niche. Each artifact, you might not think at that point in time what can be good, so you just lock it. So what you do, you just power up, lock it, power up, lock it. Whatever you want to sell, at the end, just mass sell everything. Then whatever you keep, you go individually on what units you feel like you need. So like I said, like for example just now, when I explained like Annabelle, you want like skill 2 accuracy, skill 3 accuracy, skill 2 recovery. Then you go and search in your inventory, see whether you have any of that similar stats that you need, that you want on it. And if let's say the inventory has 1 or 2, then you see which one is the best for your Annabelle, and then you can just equip, then move on to the next, stuff like that. And then when you go for your next round of clearing the next 400 artifacts itself, then you see whether you got any upgrades, then you change it accordingly. Yeah, pretty, I think it's a lot easier and not so messy in a way, right? Please make a content your RTA. Please make RTA content. I would be happy watching it. Alright, Panic. I'm actually thinking to do one live stream maybe next week where we'll become the Conqueror 1 policeman. We'll try to aim as many Conqueror 1s as we can and try to pull them down to where we are at. That's what I'm thinking. I think it can be quite fun because we are only at Fighter 3, or maybe just donating points for the Conquerors, because I think it's gonna be ending really soon in terms of the RTA placements. Probably end of this month, I think. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can do like a good 2-hour stream just trolling in RTA, of course trying our best, but yeah, see who deserves our points basically. That is so evil. Well, I mean, I still want to climb to Conquer 1. It's just that I need about 300 points, I believe. maybe my next week I need about 400. I'm not sure. The points is actually scaling so much. Just for C1. I think C1 now is like 1007. Yeah, it's pretty nutty. And yeah, somebody wanted to see my siege defense. So here we go. Of course, I'm running the Sierra Clara Masha, Carcano Praha Taranis, Thessalian Beta Sabana, and Carcano Beta Etna. Win rate, the win rate isn't that good, so 33010102 so far. So yeah, very good, very nice information. Huge thanks. Hey, you're welcome, Jora. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching today as well, guys. So yeah, I'll end it on this note. My next stream will be next week, and I'll keep you guys updated on the dates, alright? Because I'll be heading for dinner, and maybe tonight I'll like I don't know, I say this every day, like working on my siege. But yeah, recently been actually just chilling, watching Netflix. Yeah, enjoying the free time that I have. And yeah, that's about it for this one. I really do hope that you learned something from this. And yeah, of course, there's other ways to do optimization as well, but this is how I actually do mine. And I feel, in my personal opinion, is actually very nice. So once again, huge thanks to YS. Remember YS? He's my guildmate. He's the one that taught me about how to do the locking system and stuff like that. And I feel like it really helps my inventory, especially because I do not keep those useless runes that I won't even use. So whatever I feel like I won't use, I just sell it. And then with the lock system and stuff like that, I do not accidentally sell anything. And I don't really waste time like doing it one by one, because back then I just usually what I do is I up the rune, then I sell it one by one. Those kind of things. It's a lot of time consuming. And yeah, I feel like this is the better way to go, in my opinion. So yep, we'll end it right here, guys. Once again, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video as well. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. And I thank you for your time for today, for chilling. And I'll see you guys soon. Anything, I'll keep you updated on my next live stream on the community page. Okay, so that's about it for this one. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy your weekend, alright? Peace out.